Now to Good Morning Northwest, more than a dozen civilians, including children, killed in the early morning hours by Russian airstrikes in Ukraine. We're tracking new developments.
It's a weekend forecast that we haven't seen since last October. Well, we're going to have a summer-like weekend. We're going to have the details for you in just a moment.
And new and upgraded school buildings, what Spokane is considering and how much it could cost city taxpayers. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Friday, August the 28th. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast for a weekend that we should really get outside for.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people are going to be getting outside. One of the things I want to remind everyone is we've got a lot of motorcycles out there. Please keep your eyes out, everybody, including you, on your motorcycles. 38 degrees, got a few clouds into Coeur d'Alene, a clear sky to the west, and we've seen a few high thin clouds, but just little ones. 43 waking up and heading out. 4 things you need to know as we get going on, again, this beautiful April day. Warm, sunny. It's going to be highs into the mid-70s. This weekend, we'll see 80 degrees. It's, again, earlier than last year, but later than some would like, but it's going to be warm next week. Everyone's been trying to kick summer into high gear. We're still in spring. Temperatures right now, 42 into downtown. Fairchild, you're at 39. So the, again, West Plains, around 40 to 42 degrees. Cheney at 39. Deer Park, you're at 30 degrees. Make sure everyone's dressed appropriately as they head out there, but know that the afternoon is going to be sunny and warm. We look at today's weather, and we are going to be into the 60s midday, but boy, by this afternoon, we're going to be living in the low 70s from 2 o'clock all the way until about 7.
Mark, thanks. Some breaking news overnight. At least 16 people now have been killed by a series of Russian airstrikes across multiple cities in Ukraine.
The city of Uman in central Ukraine was the worst affected, where one of the strikes hit an apartment building, killing at least 10 people, including a child. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk with the latest details in the airstrikes.
That's right, Robin. This morning, we're getting a look at some of the damage left by those airstrikes earlier today. This is video from one of the strikes in Uman. And as we mentioned earlier, this is one of the worst places hit by the attacks. Search and rescue operations are currently underway there. Dnipro, Ukraine's 4th largest city, was also hit by high-precision strikes. ABC News has learned that those strikes killed a woman and a 3-year-old child. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky tweeted these photos about the attacks this morning, which include the damage left to several apartment buildings. He also said, quote, "Evil can be stopped by weapons," adding that global sanctions against Russia must be enhanced. Most of the missiles launched at Ukraine were intercepted. The Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said it intercepted 21 out of 23 cruise missiles and destroyed 2 drones. Ukraine's capital was also targeted in the attacks this morning, but officials have not confirmed any deaths in Kyiv. And this is an ongoing story. We'll be sure to bring you all the latest updates as search and rescue workers continue to pull survivors from collapsed buildings. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
All right, Sydney, thank you. Spokane Public Schools wants to replace 4 elementary schools and remodel 4 other schools.
And we now have an idea of just how much that will cost. The district wants to replace these 4 elementary schools: Adams, Balboa, Madison, and Indian Trail. The estimated cost for those schools, $28, $31, $33, and $35 million, respectively. SPS also wants to remodel Chase and Gary Middle Schools and North Central High School. The cost of those would be $27, $27, and $49 million. The district would also like to spend $52 million remodeling the Libby Center, $4 million on the Montessori building, and $60 million to replace Bancroft Community School. The first school to be replaced would be Adams Elementary on the South Hill. The school board is deciding if it wants to ask voters to approve a bond next year to pay for all of these projects or just some of them. The total amount, including safety and security and technology, is roughly $373 million. If the final bond proposal stays at $200 million or less, your taxes won't go up. But anything more than that and your property taxes will increase. The board plans to have the final proposal ready by November, with a vote to come in February. A new study released by the National Council of State Boards of Nursing paints a clearer picture of just how much of a toll the pandemic took on the nursing workforce across the U.S.
According to research, 100,000 nurses left the industry in the last 2 years due to illnesses, or rather issues like stress, burnout, and retirement. But research specifically looking at Washington's healthcare systems done by the Washington State Hospital Association shows it's not registered nurses up and leaving the profession here. The biggest issue is that there is not enough nurses to meet hospitals' current needs. Data shows hospitals across the state have actually increased staff by about 1%, but that has not been enough to offset the increased patient demand. Nursing programs at universities like WSU recognize the ongoing shortage and tough work environments nurses today face, but say it has not kept students from following their passions.
I think there has been a really consistent awareness that it's very challenging. What I've also seen, though, it doesn't seem to be causing them to shy away. We have not seen any reduction in our application numbers. We still have this robust pipeline of individuals that are passionate about becoming nurses and moving forward with their plans to apply.
WSU leaders say since the pandemic, they have added things like mental health care and resiliency to their teachings. Overall, they have an optimistic look at the future of the healthcare industry. Post Falls police are warning about a new scam. Scammers are claiming to be members of the police department and asking for money, telling victims they failed to pay a ticket. Police want to remind you they would never ask for money over the phone.
Finch Arboretum is celebrating Arbor Day by hosting a day full of fun family activities tomorrow. It all starts at 11 o'clock. There will be live music, ceremonial tree planting and demonstration, free tree seedlings, and a tree climbing demonstration, and much more. For more information on this event, you can find this story on KXLY.com. It'd be great to be out in the Finch Arboretum this weekend.
So crazy. We were having this big, giant discussion this morning about Arbor Day. There are Arbor Days, different days. Did you know Washington's is actually on the 12th of April? Learned that this morning.
Yeah,
well,
different than the
Some
national.
are tomorrow, some are today.
We've moved it to today. All right, how
Actually,
about,
Finch has moved it to tomorrow. So.
that's right. How about s'mores? How about that? Going to be s'mores day?
Let's do it.
I don't
Fire
know.
table.
No, I'm just
Maybe?
making that up. It's not real.
Oh,
but
okay.
why
Okay.
not? I mean, it's going to be gorgeous. We're going to have temperatures into the 70s at 7. It's going to be wonderful. We got a beautiful sunrise. We'll have a full check of the forecast coming up.
Good morning, guys. We have a little kitten running wild here, but we're live talking about the new Companions Animal Center here in Hayden. We're checking out all these cute little animals and talking about their grand opening celebration on Sunday.
And 3 high school seniors charged with murder, accused of throwing a rock into a car driving down the highway, killing a 20-year-old. Up next, what court documents say those 3 did afterward.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
New name means new fun. Tooele Casino is now Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
At Finley, downtown Toyota, you'll always find that friendly sales staff ready to help you pick out that perfect ride. A team of skilled service technicians to keep your vehicle running smooth. A great selection of new and certified used vehicles to choose from. And the financing to get you behind the wheel today. So if you want a quality vehicle for a great price, you'll find it at Finley.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
You rang? What's up?
I got hit by a car.
Ooh. Lucky you, just a couple of scratches. I think we can settle this.
Don't accept that check. Craig Swamp and Associates will take it from here.
After an accident, the insurance company wants to settle with you for as small of a check as possible, like this one. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Ever wondered why you didn't receive an alert during a nearby emergency? To be contacted about a situation near your home or workplace, and to receive automatic notifications, register at alertspokane.org. Alert Spokane issues all emergency notifications in Spokane County. Messages are sent via landline, cell, and voice over internet phones via text, TDD, and email. Learn more and register at alertspokane.org. Language options available. Don't be caught off guard. Stay alert. Stay safe, Spokane County.
The spring clearance sale is on at R&R RV Center in Liberty Lake in North Spokane. Save thousands now on all 2022 models. Springdale travel trailers from $229 per month with 0 down. Cougar travel trailers from only $435 per month. Or save thousands on Cruiser Air fifth wheels. Don't let summer pass you by. Shop now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake in North Spokane. Online at rnrrv.com.
From R&R RV, your RV superstore.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. 3 teenagers appeared in a Colorado courtroom charged with first-degree murder and extreme indifference in the rock-throwing death of a woman.
20-year-old Alexa Bartel died April 19th when a large rock crashed through her windshield. According to court documents, the 18-year-old suspects then circled back and took a photo of the car, called themselves Blood Brothers, and vowed not to speak of it again. A witness revealed he was with those 3 high school seniors at a Walmart that night, but when they picked up landscaping rocks and put them in their truck, he refused to go with them, saying he knew something bad was going to happen. Multiple cars were struck by rocks tossed from truck windows. None of the suspects has entered a plea. They are being held without bail.
Another dramatic day in a New York courtroom during the civil trial against former President Donald Trump. E. Jean Carroll, the woman who claims Trump raped her in the 90s, cried on the stand as attorneys for the former president cross-examined her. They questioned details of her story and her motivation in the case. Trump's attorney asking why she didn't scream during the assault. Through tears, Carroll said, "I'm telling you he raped me whether I screamed or not. I don't need an excuse for not screaming." Trump's attorneys will continue to cross-examine Carroll on Monday.
Hang on to those Bed Bath & Beyond coupons, at least for now. The retailer has stopped honoring its coupons as it closes stores, but 2 competitors will honor those coupons. The Container Store says it will take them through May for a 20% discount off any single item. And Big Lots will also honor the coupons through May 7th for 20% off purchases of $50 or more.
Good Friday morning, your 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's mild out there. It's gorgeous, sunny later on. We're going to have a few high, thin clouds. So grab your sunglasses, your sunscreen if you're going to be out in that sun all afternoon. 74-hour high today.
Might not look at it like it from this video, but the Spokane River is fast moving and frigid. Still, it will likely be the spot for families over this warm weekend. And nobody ever thinks that anything bad will happen to them, but the river does claim lives every year, especially during the spring when temperatures start warming up.
Yeah, if you do plan to get in the water, there are a few things you need to know. The river is flowing at 9,700 cubic feet per second. In other words, imagine 9,700 basketballs flowing down the river each second. Those fast-moving waters include dangerous undercurrents that can trap swimmers. And on top of that, the temperatures are still frigid.
It's certainly extremely cold because the water's running right off the mountains into the lake and then into our system. You know, you can sustain life for a little while, but certainly if you go into water, you only have a short amount of time where that survivability is going to allow you the ability to get onto land.
And the water is so cold, your body can start to seize up and shut down in just a matter of minutes. And it's not going to be warmed up, really, right, until well into the summer. So just beware. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
And Mark Peterson is back after the break with your full forecast.
And the Kootenai Humane Society has a new name and a new building. Destin Richards up next, showing us around.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
You filming?
Yep.
Try rolling your wrist, dude.
You gotta focus on balance.
You should switch to sledding. I'm gonna block him. Good idea.
Don't forget stick work. Hustle's paying off.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you.
Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and lime scale buildup. So you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Shinedown, the Revolution's live tour. Saturday, May 6th, Spokane Arena. With special guest, 3 Days Grace. And From Ashes to New. On sale now at ticketswest.com. Don't miss Shinedown live. Produced by Live Nation.
Mother's Cupboard has the lowest prices on your favorite vitamin brands, like Now, 33% off every day, and Carlson, 30% off every day. And now, we also deliver in the Spokane area. If you can't make it into one of our 4 stores, we'll deliver to you, usually the same day. Only Mother's Cupboard has the highest quality supplements at the best prices and delivery to you.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
4 News Now is brought to you by Panhandle Carpet One, Coeur d'Alene.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Shelter animals in Kootenai County now have a new home before they find their forever home.
Kootenai Humane Society is now called Companions Animal Center, with a brand new building that's more inviting for people and spacious for the pets in their care. Destiny Richards is live at Hayden at the new Animal Center.
You're good.
This morning, we've been live talking all about Companions Animal Center. They just opened a couple months ago, but they've been settled in now with all of the new animals, and we're talking to Vicki Nelson this morning. Tell us a little bit about the different rooms here, because we've been showing the kittens in their own spaces. Now we're in the small animals room, and each animal has their own designated area, a lot bigger than the last space.
Yes, absolutely, a lot bigger. So right now, as you said, we're standing in the small animal area. So we have a room for guinea pigs, which we have 2 over here. There's a hamster behind me, and there's also room for rabbits as well. So before, we used to have to set things up like on folding tables in the hallways and that sort of stuff. So now in the new facility, all the different animals have a different place to be. So cats have their own, dogs have their own, and even people. We have our own spaces now too. So yeah, we're asking everybody to come out and see what's going on out here and help support the cause, and yeah, help us pay off the facility.
Yeah, and the grand opening is this Sunday. Tell us what people can expect.
Yeah, Sunday from noon to 4. We will have PJ's Dogs and More here selling gourmet hot dogs. We will have Ida Home here with her drink truck, so she'll have special coffees and drinks. And we also have a live band. Blue Country Band will be here playing music, and all of the animals will be waiting to see everybody that's coming here. So stop by, see the current residences, and see if there's anybody that steals your heart, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can adopt the animals that are here.
All right. Well, we'll be checking out one of the dogs that is here at Companions Animal Center coming up later. I'll send it back to you guys.
And we know Vicki and Debbie are so excited to be in that new building, for
and
sure.
I'm sure the critters are too. And I'm excited about this. Look at this beautiful sunrise. It's a Friday, everybody.
Yeah, how much of our temperatures changed from just like an hour ago?
Oh, a couple of degrees, but it's now really going to start a kick. We get into that 8, 9 o'clock hour, and that sun's at that angle where it's just no holds barred. It's beautiful. All right, currently, we're sitting at 34 degrees in Colville. Winthrop, you're at 36, 38 St. Mary's. We're at 43. 40 into areas as we head into the West Plains, 42 downtown. 30 into Deer Park. Now, again, yesterday you had a balmy start. Today, not so much. So make sure that you've got a couple of layers on as you're heading out to work and school. We look at the forecast for the day. 74 degrees, a normal high this time of year. I know I talk about that a lot, but just to let you know, it's 61. So, yeah, we're well above average. And winds are going to be light, east 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, temperatures down to 48 degrees. Going to be absolutely beautiful. Those windows can be open. You know, we look at the live satellite radar. A little bit of cloud cover coming in. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to see that push through. As we look at the forecast, here's that dome of high pressure that we've associated with triple-digit temperatures, and we talk about that heat dome. Well, this is a heat dome in its own right, just not that warm. But look at it coming across, and it just stays with us while the northern plains pick up the winds, the rain, snow in some areas. We're going to continue to look pretty good with the Cascades picking up a little bit of rain. That's going to be for Sunday morning. We'll see those clouds coming across. Going to be a nice day today. All right, mid-70s is what we're expecting into the valley. We're going to see 75 into Liberty Lake, 74 into Coeur d'Alene, 74 up in Deer Park. So while you're starting off cool, you're going to warm up nicely. Everybody is. It's going to be a regional event. So we look at your planning forecast. I almost tripped. 80 Saturday, 81 on Sunday. Now Monday, 73. I'll bring us back to that normal high of 61. And then we're back to 20 degrees above average Tuesday and Wednesday with overnight lows into the 50s. So windows open, getting some fresh air in, both at night, maybe not during the day. Now the AC is coming on for a lot of people.
For those of you who have it. Here begins my whining. No, I'm just kidding. I'll try.
Begins.
I'll really try not to do that. It's now 6:21. With 2 picks in the first round of the NFL draft, a lot of people thought the Seahawks might draft a quarterback and a defensive lineman.
But instead, Pete Carroll and John Schneider went a completely different route, drafting a corner and a receiver. We'll introduce you to Seattle's newest stars next.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Invest in community. Make new friends. When you live local, you support the people who make Spokane great. Shop now at livelocalINW.com.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
Performance. It's what powers the 2023 family of Mazda CUVs. With standard iActive all-wheel drive and an available turbo engine. Helping you take performance further.
With effortless power and the reliability of iActive all-wheel drive, Mazda CUVs are built for the Pacific Northwest. Take a test drive today at Foothills Mazda or shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
25 years ago, one extraordinary show danced its way into history. Riverdance. Now it's time for the next step.
Experience the breathtaking phenomenon, Riverdance, the 25th anniversary show.
May 26th through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com.
With the 5th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon, cornerback, Illinois.
The Seattle Seahawks have found their next star player. Seattle selected Illinois quarterback Devin Witherspoon with the 5th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. A number of mock drafts had Seattle taking a pass rusher or a quarterback. Not many projections had Witherspoon on Seattle's radar, but that doesn't mean it's a bad pick. The guy can absolutely play. Witherspoon was the Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year last season. He was an All-American and had more interceptions than touchdowns allowed in his career. Get this, Witherspoon is this good, and he didn't even start playing football until his junior year of high school, and he will pair with fellow Seahawks defensive back Tariq Woolen. Seahawks also selected Ohio State wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba with the 20th overall pick. Smith-Njigba is considered to be the top wide receiver in the draft and will pair with Seahawks star receiver DK Metcalf. Smith-Njigba has the most receiving yards in Ohio State history. He also holds a bowl game record with 347 receiving yards in the 2021 Rose Bowl. Seahawks general manager John Schneider on the team's 2 newest draft picks.
Really excited about Devin and Jackson and what they're going to bring to this organization. You know, both big-time competitors. You know, Devin, arguably one of the most physical players in the draft, regardless of position, and Jackson, big-time production, and arguably the best receiver in this draft class.
And the NFL Draft will continue tonight with rounds 2 and 3. Seattle has a pair of 2nd-round picks and a 3rd-round pick, and you can watch the draft at 4 o'clock tonight on KXLY. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:26.
All right, before we go to another break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
I'm thinking about in this morning's GMA First Look. Ed Sheeran back on the witness stand at his copyright infringement trial. The pop star brought his guitar, briefly playing the chord progression he's accused of copying for his Grammy-winning song, Thinking Out Loud.
Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
At the trial, Let's Get It On was called the perfect song for that moment. But Sheeran testified he wrote his song after a grandparent died as a testament to love at an advanced age. And he said he wrote it in a day, hardly time to think about copying a common chord progression. We'll be live from the courthouse coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Save your greed!
If you have a fear of missing out, you might want to start earning with a free Camas Rewards card because, dude, Camas Rewards at Northern Quest for all the ways you play.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're always looking at better ways to solve plumbing issues in your home. That's why we use the latest technology in sewer line repair called trenchless sewer repair. We can replace your current sewer line without digging up your entire yard. With just a couple of holes in the ground, we can pull new sewer pipe from the main line right into your house with minimal disruption to your lawn and your wallet. So if you need your sewer line repaired or replaced, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $2,250 total cash allowance on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
At Northern Quest, we offer the lowest minimum bets and highest maximum bets because only you know if you're feeling lucky, punk. I mean, valued guest. Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, April 28th. Let's check in with Mark and your first alert forecast to kick off this half hour.
Oh, beautiful spring morning out there as we take a look at the temperatures. 38 into Coeur d'Alene. You got a few high thin clouds, as do we, and a little more cloud cover to the north, but we're sitting at 43 degrees. Not too bad. Here are the 4 things you need to know as you get going on this Friday. Oh, so good to say that. It's going to be warm and sunny today. We will have a few clouds coming in. Highs into the mid-70s today. Over the weekend, low 80s all around the region and state. And then we're going to see another kick of warm temperatures for next week. We'll talk about the timing on that coming up. Right now, you're sitting at 30 in Deer Park. Downtown, you're in the low 40s. Spangle, 44 degrees. While Spirit Lake is 31. Coeur d'Alene, 37 degrees over the next 12 hours. We will see plenty of sunshine. By 10 o'clock, we should be at 60 degrees. And then we're going to be in the low 70s to mid 70s all afternoon with variable clouds.
And from the Breaking Now desk, new reports out today will look at why 2 regional banks failed last month, causing people to rush to get their money and prompting financial fears across the globe. Regulators are looking at everything that went wrong, including potentially their own lack of oversight. The reports from the Federal Reserve will shed lights on the failures of Silicon Valley and Signature banks. One big question: what did the Federal Reserve know and when? Before Congress, the Fed's supervisory chair was asked directly whether he believed the Fed dropped the ball.
Fundamentally, the bank failed because its management failed to appropriately address clear interest rate risk and clear liquidity risk.
The reports out today are also expected to address whether regional banks should once again undergo stress tests like the nation's largest banks. Those rules were rolled back under the Trump administration. And this morning, another regional bank is on the brink. Shares of First Republic Bank plummeted nearly 50% on Tuesday, and all shares have fallen almost 90% since the beginning of the year. The White House says it's continuing to monitor that situation. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thank you. 2,390. That's how many people in Spokane County are experiencing homelessness. It's a 36% increase from last year, according to the county's point-in-time count. This data was collected over multiple days in January by more than 150 volunteers. Now, it's important to note the count includes both people living in shelters and living on the streets. Of those surveyed, here are the top 3 answers on why they're homeless. The top answer is a lack of affordable housing. That is followed by a lack of family or support network. And the number 3 reason people say they're homeless in Spokane County is substance use.
One of the roommates who survived the attack on 4 University of Idaho students will do an interview with the defense attorney in her home state of Nevada instead of appearing at the preliminary hearing in Idaho. The roommate, who we are not naming because she is a witness to a crime, was the subject of a subpoena, which would order her to come to Idaho and testify. She was one of 2 young women who were in the home the night of the murders. Previous court documents show the other roommate saw a man in black clothing and a mask in the house around the time of the attack. The defense team for Brian Kohberger, the man accused of those murders, requested the subpoena to see what the other roommate heard that night.
South Hill dog owners are frustrated with the city's new dog park replacement plan. Spokane Parks Department wants to build the park on 7 acres on Upriver Drive near the Upriver Dam. Amanda Phillips comes to the unofficial dog park next to Mullen Road Elementary often, but says there must be a better solution than a park that's over 20 minutes away. She says it would be too inconvenient.
It's way too far. It would not be a regular thing unless I'm already up there for something. I'd stop by maybe.
The City Parks Department Director Garrett Jones says a new dog park will need parking lots and fences. The current South Hill Dog Park will stay open until it's finished. Jones says the park board will make a final decision on May 11th. The Parks Department says there is still a possibility of building an alternative dog park for the South Hill just north of the Moran Cemetery.
Your son is a hero. That's the message Warren, Michigan police had for the parents of 7th grader Dylan Reeves, who jumped into action when he saw his bus driver suffer a medical emergency. Reeves, sitting 5 rows back, jumped up, took the wheel, brought the bus to a stop, and yelled for his classmates to call 911. Mom, Irita, says, asked how he knew what to do, and she responded, or rather he responded, "I watch you drive every day." That driver is recovering.
Man, good for him.
Good thinking. A good morning. Northwest time is now 6:35.
All right, let's send things back over to Mark Peterson, and we're taking a look at some of those highway cameras over in the North Idaho area.
Yeah, look at the camera and how the sun is hitting Post Falls, just bringing in that lens effect. I love that. That's what you're going to be seeing as you're driving into the sun, so take it easy. Here's our shot as we look at the sunrise. It is a gorgeous Friday morning.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Come enjoy all the fun of Spokane Indians springtime baseball.
Would you like to bring
For promotions, game times, and tickets, go to SpokaneIndians.com.
I just don't think STCU could handle us. We've grown a lot.
Can I be frank with you? Not just because that's my name. Now, we've upgraded our tools, team, and bring a fresh perspective.
So what's your pitch?
Slow down a bit. Growth's great, but uncontrolled growth, now that can be dangerous.
And how could growth be bad?
You ever seen a 6-foot-tall 3rd grader sitting on Santa's lap? It's weird.
This is some sort of reverse psychology.
You can't drive 80 miles per hour down a highway that's not finished. You don't want to eat a grilled cheese.
I would have stopped at the first one.
I didn't know where I was going with that anyways.
I get your point, but I don't need STCU to help us slow down.
True, but we're happy to offer strategy and advice until you do need us. Sometimes, what's best for you doesn't boost our bottom line.
Sounds like STCU actually cares.
We do. All right, 3, 2, 1. Feel like we've had a breakthrough here today. STCU Business. Partner up.
When people ask me, why buy from Findlay Downtown Toyota, I say, it's easy. We have a great selection of new and certified used vehicles to choose from. Nick here will help you get the financing you need. Thomas is going to give you top dollar on your trade-in. And these guys can help you with any parts and accessories you need. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it at Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
It's time to get the tax break you deserve this week at Walker's Furniture, as they offer a double sales tax discount or no minimum purchase, no money down, 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
There's no better time to freshen up your living room, dine in style, or get that bedroom set you've always wanted. Plus, get a double sales tax discount or no interest for 5 years financing.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walker's.
Come enjoy all the fun of Spokane Indians springtime baseball.
Would you like to bring
For promotions, game times, and tickets, go to SpokaneIndians.com.
Well, April is Autism Awareness Month. To better serve the ASD community, the WSU, Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine, and Range Community Clinic have launched a clinic. It's the first in Eastern Washington to combine several specialties to help children impacted by autism and other neurodevelopmental disorders. It includes research, expertise, and community outreach to help the demographic they serve.
We actually just opened the clinic doors this week and saw our first patient. But since we have opened the program, the phones have just been ringing off the hooks from families and primary care providers who are looking to get their families enrolled here for an evaluation.
The clinic will provide diagnostic services and comprehensive treatment planning. Specifically, it will cut the wait time by up to 3 months for an autism diagnosis, which can typically take up to 12 months.
People with autism they're just completely neurodiverse in terms of what their gifts are and their strengths and their potential in terms of long-term outcomes. And that may mean going to college. That may mean having a job. And so by intentionally developing those treatment plans early, we tend to see that there is a reduction in both the cost of services later to society as well as promoting the full potential of that individual.
Dr. Lynch says there are goals for the new program. One of the main missions is to increase outreach to rural communities that have restricted access to health care. She also says they hope to have the opportunity to train future health care providers by having college students rotate through the clinic.
It's a Friday morning 10-second takeaway, and it's a mild start. In fact, warm in areas. It's going to be sunny throughout the day. We're going to have a few clouds out there. Summer layers today, which means you're going to be, 74 degrees. It's going to be gorgeous.
Well, Governor Jay Inslee signed 5 new bills into law yesterday aimed at protecting reproductive and gender-affirming health care.
This comes as Idaho has taken extra steps to criminalize abortion and gender-affirming care for minors. Governor Inslee says after these bills were signed, Washington became one of the most protected states when it comes to abortion rights. One of the bills protects people from legal action in other states if they travel to Washington for abortion care services. It also protects doctors from having their license revoked or face disciplinary action for providing care in Washington, even to people who come from states like Idaho. Last month, Bonner General in Sandpoint announced the closure of its obstetrics unit due in part to doctors leaving the state fearing legal repercussions.
Idaho is losing some of its health care providers because they've attempted to deny the travel rights across our borders. Let me say this. Those providers are welcome to come and practice in the state of Washington.
Other bills signed into law will mean anyone seeking an abortion cannot be required to make a copayment or meet their deductible to have their services covered. And it will also protect access to abortion medication. 4 News Now has reached out to local doctors, legal experts, and lawmakers for comment. We're still waiting to hear back. Well, a 4-story multifamily apartment complex is going up just outside the University District along the Spokane River. This is a rendering of the 164-unit Iron Bridge apartments. They'll include workforce housing, so certain people will be able to apply for a voucher with the city to receive lower rent.
The University District says it welcomes any additional housing in the area because of the housing crisis. Neighbors on the other side of the new development say they have had enough of crime in the area. They're hoping new development will help. Crews broke ground in the complex about a month ago. The apartment's website says those apartments will open next year. Good morning, Northwest Times, now 6:42.
All right, Destin Richards live the new Companions Animal Center this morning.
That's right. We are checking out the new space here for animals in Kootenai County. Coming up, we'll introduce you to Cooper.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Mississauga Casino Hotel. The more you play, the more entries you can earn in our Mo Money prize drawings. Earn your share of over $18,000 in prizes and cash. Drawings start at 6 p.m. Saturday, April 29th. Fun Club players could win grand prize bundles, including a riding lawnmower, leaf blower, weed whacker, and a self-propelled lawnmower. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
Chicago, celebrating 25 years of Broadway Razzle Dazzle. Paint the town again with Chicago the Musical.
May 13th and 14th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. BroadwaySpokane.com.
Working in the trades and making a living wage isn't talked about enough. That's why members of Associated Builders and Contractors and the East Valley School District are hosting Trades Night on Wednesday, May 3rd. The community and all school districts are invited to attend and see what careers in trades might offer. From welding and framing to heavy equipment operation and more. You can talk with experts in their fields of work and find out why they chose construction. Visit the ABC website for more information and check out the Construction Trades Night sponsors for Wednesday, May 3rd.
You filming? Yep. Try rolling your wrist, dude.
You gotta focus on balance.
You should switch to sledding. I'm gonna block him. Good idea.
Don't forget stick work. Hustle's paying off.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, you'll find solutions from cozy to spacious. It's double discount days. Right now, take 20% off your first item, 40% off your second item. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:45. There is a new place to look for a new pet in Kootenai County.
Companions Animal Center moved into a new, bigger building, and you can help celebrate at a grand opening this weekend. Destiny Richards is live at that new center in Hayden, showing us some of the pets you'll meet this weekend. Like, is it Cooper?
Yes, this is Cooper. He's just been looking for treats on us for the past couple of minutes. But we're here with Vicki Nelson again. Oh, yeah. Come on, show your beautiful face to everybody.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, Vicki, tell us about Coop.
Cooper is almost 3 years old. He's a Catahoula Leopard mix and just as friendly as can be. Loves treats, loves to go for walks. Yeah, he's been here a little while. Come here. Come back here.
Oh, he's moving around a lot.
And yeah, people can come in to see him every day except Mondays. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from noon to 6 and noon to 4 on Sunday. Coop, come here.
All right. And there's I love to say that there's special rooms for people that are willing to adopt, who want to adopt and meet these animals, meet and greet rooms.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we have several meet and greet rooms, so if the weather is bad, you can sit with the dogs in a room and just hang out with them and see if they're the perfect fit. And if the weather is nice, we also have meet and greet areas outside that are fenced in, so you can hang out with them out there.
Yeah, definitely love this beautiful space, and you can still contribute to the Capital campaign, whether online or when you come here to the shelter. Again, the grand opening event is this Sunday from noon to 4. More details on KXLY.com. I'll send it back to you guys.
Love that mural behind them, too. So cute.
And we love Cooper.
Yeah. You think Cooper will make it through Sunday? You think he'll be adopted like by noon?
He's gone. He's probably somebody's probably on the phone right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Want to talk about travel. For the first time since the end of October, you're going to be able to cross all our passes, including Stevens Pass, with no winter driving situations. Okay. Still snow. Still, you can see it up by the pass. You can see it in Snoqualmie Pass, but not on the roadways. So if you're going to be traveling across the state, you're really going to find some fair weather and great roads, and that's all positive news. 74 degrees today. Temperatures again above average. I brought it up before, and I will again. 61's a normal high for this time of year. 48 for the overnight low. Winds are going to be light. It's going to be beautiful. Satellite and radar, we got a little bit of cloud cover coming in. Colville National Forest crossing over to North Idaho. We're on the tail end of that, but we do have some of that cloud cover. We look at the forecast, and man, I got to tell you, this big span, the jet stream way to the north, now we've got a low that's going to start moving in, and that's going to be for the weekend, pushing that warm air to us, thus the 80-degree mark that we're going to see Saturday and Sunday with near record high temperatures. That will then affect us in as much as we'll see some isolated mountain showers. Forecast radar today, it's going to be what really will amount to be some afternoon cloud cover. We showed you that, and then it clears out. It's going to be beautiful. for today. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 70s, depending on where you are. But into the valley, you're going to be mid-70s, 76 into Spokane Valley, downtown, 77. A bit of a heat island there, of course. Deer Park, while you're starting off cool, temperatures in the low 30s, you're going to warm up to 74 degrees with sunshine, and winds are going to be light. It's going to be beautiful. Now, we look at our planning forecast. We can make the plans now to, well, I don't know, like Robin did, what, yesterday? Got the patio furniture out and get the things set up for the weekend. Sunshine, 80 for Saturday, Sunday 81, 73 on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, again, more heat coming in. Now, for tonight, St. John Vianney, I'll be auctioneering and emceeing that at Arborcrest. Will that not be absolutely perfect? All right, for those who want to get out and still play in the snow, Silver's Mountain this weekend, Silver Mountain is open this weekend. 49 degrees north is open. You are going to have spring conditions, but machine groomed surfaces, and they're still holding on to some of that snow. And there are those holding on to the hope to get that last day in, which I thought Derek was going to do last weekend.
I really did think about it.
You still have a chance this weekend.
It's just wild, I think, that we still have 2 resorts open.
Yeah, it's a wild. I'm sure the golf courses, however, will be slam-packed. It is now. Just about 10 minutes before the hour, your morning sprint is coming up next.
Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Friday morning. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival.
The Memorial Sale is on, and now is a great time to save big on Tempur-Pedic at More Furniture. Find your best night's rest at an incredible value. Choose the Tempur-Pedic that suits your sleep style and get a free set of sheets, mattress protector, and 2 free Tempur-Pedic pillows, all for as low as $50 a month. Take 60 months to pay with interest-free financing. We'll also remove your old mattress with free white glove delivery of your new one. Sleep comes easy with payments as low as $50 a month during the Memorial Tempur-Pedic sale at More Furniture.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Did you hear? We've expanded the Caesars Sportsbook at Spokane Tribe Casino, and now we're the largest sportsbook in the area. Come in to enjoy even more seating, a brand new buddy bar where you can play and win right at the bar. And we have the largest betting options in the state. Now, watching, wagering, and cheering on your team to victory is better than ever. Stop in and check out the all-new expanded Caesars Sportsbook, only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
It's the once-a-year spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And I'm Mustachio, offering up to $600 in free upgrades with every vehicle sold, like lifts, light bars, fenders, and tires, so you can customize your ride. It's perfect! Like the deal and love your wheels.
What do we have here?
I was hit by a semi. For your headache.
Don't accept that small check.
We'll make sure that you get the help you deserve.
One call, that's 509-999-9999.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Our time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend with the Morning Sprint.
Destiny Richards is live at a new place to look for a new pet in Kootenai County.
Sydney Charles is looking into reports out today on 2 regional bank failures.
Yeah, but let's get right to Mark Peterson for that full weekend forecast. It includes temps in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be nice. First alert weather. And that first alert weather app would give you the times in which those temperatures will be there so you can find a nice time that's comfortable for you. We have a few high thin clouds coming across today. That's going to be about it. Colville and into North Idaho, Bonners Ferry, you're going to have heavier cloud cover at least throughout the morning and midday. 74 will be our high today. Looked 75 into St. Mary's. Low 80s, Moses Lake, Tri-Cities into the LC Valley. Our forecast day warming up quickly. We are going to be in the upper 60s by noon. We're going to be in the low 70s and mid 70s all afternoon until 7 p.m.
Breaking news overnight, the Associated Press confirms 19 people have been killed by a series of Russian airstrikes across multiple cities in Ukraine. This is video from the city of Uman in central Ukraine, which was the worst affected. One of the strikes hit an apartment building there, killing at least 10 people, including a child. Search and rescue operations are underway.
2,390. That's how many people in Spokane County are experiencing homelessness. That's a 36% increase from last year, according to the county's point-in-time count. This data was collected over multiple days in January, and the count includes people living in shelters and living on the streets. Of those surveyed, the top 3 answers as to why they're homeless were a lack of affordable housing, a lack of family or support network, and substance use.
One of the roommates who survived the attack on 4 University of Idaho students will do an interview with the defense attorney in her home state of Nevada instead of appearing at the preliminary hearing in Idaho. The roommate, who we are not naming because she's a witness to a crime, was the subject of a subpoena which would order her to come back to Idaho and testify. She was one of 2 young women who were in the home the night of the murders. Previous court documents showed the other roommate saw a man in black clothing and a mask in the house around the time of the attack. The defense team for Brian Koberger, the man accused of the murders, requested the subpoena to see what the other roommate heard that night.
And new reports out today will look at why 2 regional banks failed last month. Regulators are looking at everything that went wrong, including potentially their own lack of oversight. Both the Federal Reserve and FIDC dual post-mortem reports will shed light on the failures of Silicon Valley and Signature banks. One big question: what did the Federal Reserve know and when? The reports are also expected to address whether regional banks should once again undergo stress tests like the nation's largest banks.
Governor Jay Inslee signed 5 new bills into law yesterday aimed at protecting reproductive and gender-affirming health care. This comes as Idaho has taken extra steps to criminalize abortion and gender-affirming care for minors. Governor Inslee says after these bills were signed, Washington became one of the most protected states when it comes to abortion rights. You can read all about what protections these new bills offer by finding this story on KXLY.com.
Spokane Public Schools wants to replace 4 elementary schools and remodel 4 other schools. We now have an idea of how much that'll cost. The district wants to replace Adams, Balboa, Madison, and Indian Trail elementary schools. The estimated cost for those schools, $28, $31, $33, and $35 million respectively. SPS also wants to remodel Chase and Gary Middle Schools and North Central High School. The cost of those, the 2 middle schools, $27 million each, and North Central, $49 million. The district would also like to spend $52 million remodeling the Libby Center, $4 million on the Montessori building, and $60 million to replace Bancroft Community School. You can read more details about the costs and what that means for the taxpayer on KXLY.com.
And we've been live this morning in Hayden at Companions Animal Center, formerly Kootenai Humane Society, talking all about their new name and new building that's finally open. You can celebrate the grand opening of this place, which has more space for animals, more inviting for people looking to adopt, here on North Atlas Road, 12 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Go to our website, KXLY.com, for more details.
Post Falls police are warning about a new scam. Scammers are claiming to be members of the police department, asking for money, telling victims they failed to pay a ticket. Police remind you they would never ask for money over the phone like that.
Finch Arboretum is celebrating Arbor Day by hosting a day full of fun family activities tomorrow. It all starts at 11 o'clock. There will be live music, a ceremonial tree planting and demonstration, free tree seedlings, a tree climbing demonstration, and more. You can find more on our website, KXLY.com. We'll check your final look at weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
It's the Spring Tune-Up event at Cal Cars in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane.
We're giving away $600 in free upgrades with every vehicle sold, like lifts, light bars, and tires, so you can customize your ride.
This week at Cal.
Looking for some fun? Then come play for the day at the Coeur d'Alene Casino and discover new ways to win big inside the new Discovery Den, the first and only video game testing room in the U.S. with many of the top manufacturers in the world under one roof, where you get to play them first and decide which games stay and which ones don't. You will set the trends for the future of gaming, only at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Welcome home.
Oh, it's Friday morning. The sun is out. The blue sky is very evident. We got a few high thin clouds out there. That's going to be our day today. Wind's going to be light out of the east. Now, we look at the planning forecast and we can plan on outdoor weather. How about that? Just getting out and enjoying it. Today it's into the mid-70s. You're going to be low 80s Saturday, Sunday. Now, Monday you get a break. Still above average by 12 degrees. We're going to be at 73 degrees with a chance of showers. But look at Tuesday and Wednesday. We're back in the low 80s again. Let's get ready.
Oh my gosh, I can't even get over it.
We've been waiting for this for a long, long time, and that's worth celebrating. We think temperatures in the 80s. Get out and enjoy it, everybody. Have a great weekend.
See you throughout GMA. Starts